Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about Jamaica's cultural impact on this world and to address the fact that Jamaica is probably losing its cultural identity and its ability to monetize its entertainment culture and its food culture. Someone sent me a video of a Jamaica Day celebration taking place in Japan, and we're going to take a look at this video and discuss it right after this. So that was the video, and for a while the discussion have been going on about cultural appropriation, and the reality is that cultural appropriation is not saying that you don't want other culture to enjoy your culture, to enjoy your, whether it's food, whether it's music, because the reality is that we all take from each other. We all enjoy the worldwide culture, like in Jamaica we enjoy other Caribbean culture. We enjoy Carnival, which is not necessarily a Jamaican culture. It's from Trinidad and other areas. We enjoy hip hop, we enjoy R&B, we enjoy each other's culture. The problem here now is when other cultures are able to monetize your culture on a level that you are not able to do it. Therefore, the ones that spend generations developing that culture are now losing out on the culture. And for this video, we're talking about Japan here. So this is a Jamaica Day celebration held in Japan. And what is interesting about this is that in the 1980s, 1988 in particular, coming to the 90s, I remember Admiral Bailey was one of the first dancehall DJs, one of the first DJ to put music and dancing together, and to do a song called Della Move, where there was like an actual dancer that created the dance, and it took off and it went worldwide. In the 1980s, Japan took a liking to Jamaican culture, to dancehall music in particular, and reggae music. Therefore, in the 1980s, going into the 1990s, there was Japan Splash. Japan Splash was one of the biggest reggae dancehall concert in the world. That's when Jamaican, artists such as like Papa San, Lieutenant Stitchie, Admiral Bailey, those guys would go to Japan and would perform at a festival, the Japan Splash, for like a 2-3 day weekend, performing in front of hundreds of thousands of people, which they have never done in Jamaica because of the population, and a huge deal in Japan. What's interesting is Japan Splash in those days provided a platform for like Admiral Bailey, Lieutenant Stitchie, Papa San, and the dancers that were emerging back in the 1980s. So they would go to Japan Splash, they would perform, and that's when Jamaicans start making a lot of money outside of Jamaica in stage shows like the Japan Splash, like some of the big stage shows that take place in Germany, in France, and all over the world. So dancehall music and reggae music, a lot of Jamaican acts were able to perform outside of Jamaica now, and that's where they made their money. The problem now is when you look at celebrations taking place all over the world, whether it's Japan, whether it's Germany and other countries, and interestingly, like Japan and Germany, those two countries have two of the biggest dancehall reggae scene outside of Jamaica. And when you see those events now, it look completely different. You go to a Japan Splash, you go to some of those reggae festival in Germany, and the lineup looks different now. Now you have like emerging from Japan, like dancehall artists emerging from Japan now, you know, following in Germany where you have like Gentleman emerging as one of the biggest reggae artists in Germany, and you have a lot of entertainers now coming outside from different countries like the United States, where you have like Stick Figure, which is the biggest touring reggae band in the entire United States. So what you find now is that it's our culture, reggae music, dancehall music is our culture, but we're not able to monetize it at the same level where you'd find these foreign artists monetizing it now. So when you look in today's market, you can only find maybe like less than 1% of Jamaican artists who can go on tour on the international stage. You know, the way we saw Buju Banton perform, you know, in Madison Square Garden a few weeks ago. You know, Buju Banton, I don't think there's any other entertainer, Jamaican, whether it's DJ or dancehall or reggae, that could sell out a Madison Square Garden. You know, people would argue about Vybz Kartel, they might argue about Beenie Man or Bounty Killer, but I doubt that anyone could sell out, because selling out Madison Square Garden is not an easy feat. We have seen a lot of people. We've seen J-Lo canceling concert because people are not going to concerts now because tickets are too expensive, and J-Lo is not able to sell out a 12,000 seat arena. We have seen a lot of cancellation from concerts. So what I'm saying is that yes, Jamaica culture is alive and well, but I feel like we are in danger of losing this entertainment culture, this dancehall culture, where not even 1% of our artists in Jamaica can go and perform in a place like Germany, can go and perform in a place like Japan now. When you speak to Jamaican artists right now, and Jamaican artists tell you that they're going on tour, where are they going? They're going to Canada, they're going to the UK, they're going to the USA, and they're playing in nightclubs. They're playing for like 500 people, they're playing for 1,000 people, 2,000 people. And sorry, to me, that is not a tour. You know, compared to when you had like Admiral Bailey, like Lieutenant Stitchy and those guys selling out stadiums in Japan of 100 upwards, 1,000 people. Playing in a club in Canada is not a tour. So yes, it is real. Jamaica is in danger of losing our culture. We know dancehall and reggae music, it's a big culture. It's a culture that a lot of people like. But the fact that, you know, as I said, I don't think you have like 5 Jamaican acts right now, especially the younger generation of Jamaicans now, that can go and perform in Germany. I'm not seeing a lot of images coming out of Germany. I'm not seeing a lot of images coming out of France and those places where like Jimmy Cliff used to perform, Shabba Rankin used to perform back in the days. Most of the images that I see of Jamaican artists performing on the international stage is in the United States, is in Canada, is in England, and when they're performing for like Caribbean people or Jamaicans in the diaspora. They're not reaching, they don't have that far reach that we used to have back in the days. So guys, tell me what you think about this. Do you think I'm correct in my assessment, or what do you think? Do you think that it's just evolving in a way that, yes, now we have groups like Stick Figure, we have in Germany, we have Gentleman, who's one of the biggest touring artists in Germany. We have Calibuds from Bermuda. There's so many, the list goes on, of international reggae dancehall artists who are performing in other places now where local Jamaican artists are not getting to. Okay, guys, so let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think it's a good idea that, you know, other people are enjoying the reggae music, the dancehall culture, and they're able to monetize it and to make money from it? Or do you just think that Jamaica is losing out on our culture, and eventually Jamaicans will no longer be relevant on the international scene when it comes on to like Germany, places like Japan, that in the future they will no longer need us to do reggae music, to do dancehall music, because they would have already created a big enough market there to monetize the Jamaican culture without the Jamaican artists being there. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Please remember to like and share, and remember, peace. I'm out.